Mini episode 1535 of the FDH Lounge is brought to you by Sportsology, delivering unconventional columns and webcasts about sports, TV, music, movies, and more. Follow them on the web at sportsology.com.
The FDH Lounge. You'll want to schedule your life around it.
A long time ago, on a gloomy, wet Cleveland spring night, two men stand alone amidst the late-night drizzle. Their voices echo across the vacant station parking lot as they debate the merits of the great American radio show that have been missing for far too long. On that night, an idea was born. That idea became the FDH Lounge. Welcome to the FDH Lounge.
Hello and welcome to FDH Lounge mini episode 1535, the weekly FDH football preview show. I'm FDH Managing Partner Rick Morris here with our fantasy and non-fantasy preview for Week 7 of the 2022 NFL season, as well as a look at Week 8 of the college football season. For last week's college pick, we were 1-0 and are 16-7 for the season. Our pick this week is Oregon -6 over UCLA. Our picks for the college football playoff as of this week are 1, Georgia, 2, Ohio State, 3, Tennessee, 4, Michigan. The next 4 in are 5, Clemson, 6, Mississippi, 7, Alabama, 8, TCU. Besides those teams, the other ones that we project for the New Year's Six Bowls as of now are UCLA, USC, Oregon, and Tulane. Here's our NFL top 10 for this week. 1, Philadelphia, 2, Buffalo, 3, Kansas City, 4, Minnesota, 5, Dallas, 6, New York Giants, 7, Cincinnati, 8, New York Jets, 9, Miami, 10, New England. This is the first time ever, and maybe will be the only time ever, we have an entire division in the top 10, the AFC East. Here's your bottom 5. 28, New Orleans, 29, Detroit, 30, Washington, 31, Chicago, 32, Carolina. In the NFL, we're going for our 4th season since 2016 of being profitable, i.e. above 52.4%, picking every game of the season. After being above it the first 5 weeks, now we're just below after 2 tough weeks. Last week we were 5-8, 1-2 on the Big 3, and 1-0 on the lock. We're 45, 47-1, 10-8, and 4-2 on the season. These teams are on the bye: Buffalo, the LA Rams, Minnesota, and Philadelphia. Here's our picks for this week. Arizona -2.5 over New Orleans. Cincinnati -6.5 over Atlanta. Dallas -7 over Detroit. Jacksonville -3 over the New York Giants. Indianapolis +2.5 over Tennessee. New England -8 over Chicago. Baltimore -6.5 over Cleveland. Denver +1 over the New York Jets. Las Vegas -7 over Houston. Seattle +5.5 over the LA Chargers. Kansas City -2.5 over San Francisco, and Miami -7 over Pittsburgh. For our Big 3, it's Tampa Bay -11 over Carolina, and New England -8 over Chicago. And in the 1,000-star gold-plated lock of the millennium for NFL Week 7, it's Green Bay -4.5 over Washington. Now for our fantasy football segment. Remember, we strongly discourage fantasy over managing. You don't pull your top guys unless they're hurt or on a bye, period. Don't let the matchups or everything geeks tell you anything different. Here's our list of guys you go with as long as you're confident that they'll be playing. QB, Josh Allen, Tom Brady, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Kyler Murray, Aaron Rodgers, Matthew Stafford, and Russell Wilson. Running back, Nick Chubb, Dalvin Cook, Austin Eckler, Najee Harris, Derrick Henry, Christian McCaffrey, Joe Mixon, and Jonathan Taylor. Wide receiver, Devontae Adams, Jamar Chase, Stephon Diggs, Tyreek Hill, Justin Jefferson, Cooper Kupp, CeeDee Lamb, and Deebo Samuel. Tight end, Mark Andrews, Travis Kelce, George Kittle, Kyle Pitts, and Darren Waller. Remember, our Thursday night game picks and fantasy recommendations are up every week on our Twitter page at the FDH Lounge. Now here's our non-gimme picks for the week. We like 4 QBs: Derek Carr, Trevor Lawrence, Matt Ryan, and Geno Smith. We like 16 running backs: Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Ezekiel Elliott, Travis Etienne, Leonard Fournette, Breece Hall, Kareem Hunt, Josh Jacobs, Aaron Jones, David Montgomery, Raheem Mostert, Dameon Pierce, Brian Robinson, James Robinson, Ramondre Stevenson, Kenneth Walker III, and Jeff Wilson. We like 17 wide receivers: Brandon Ayuk, Brandon Cooks, Amari Cooper, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, T. Higgins, DeAndre Hopkins, Christian Kirk, Alan Lazard, Terry McLaurin, DK Metcalf, Rondale Moore, Chris Olave, Michael Pittman, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Courtland Sutton, and Mike Williams. And we like 2 tight ends, Zach Ertz and David Njoku. Thank you for joining us for this week's FDH Football Preview Show.